Hey everyone, and welcome to Rowing TV Australia. You're with me, your host, Ben Ibrahim. And today we're talking to Tokyo 2020 Olympian and also a bronze medalist in the men's quad scull, Jack Cleary. Jack is also a former dance talent, and our topic today is dancing on water. Jack, great to have you with us. How have you been, mate?
Hi, Ben. Thanks for having me here today. It's been awesome. Preparation is in full swing, getting ready for the world champs, and taking it day by day and getting ready to hopefully race fast.
Well, congratulations on being selected in the Australian rowing team, the ART team. But tell us, what's the emotional feeling like about I'm about to row in the men's single scull, the Go Fast machine?
The go fast when you do it right machine, I think, is more like it then. But no, I'm really excited for this opportunity. This will be the first time racing sculls nationally and any age group. So it's a massive honour to represent Australia in the singles and hopefully going to do the country proud. But in that, taking it, like I said, day by day with the challenges, trying to find each bit of speed I can in each of the sessions in preparation. But it's come with a lot of new, interesting lessons. Obviously, not having crewmates to work with, or you get to own all your successes, and then you're also there with all the shortcomings. So massive jump up in ownership of the process, and definitely learning a lot.
Now let's talk about the topic, dancing on water. You're smiling from ear to ear, and that's always a great start. So before you're a rower, you were a dancing talent in Western Australia, where you're from. Tell us about that.
My parents were both dance teachers growing up. So from the moment I could walk, I remember pretty much every spare second outside of school was spent at the dance school. And I loved it growing up. I thought I was going to grow up to do full-time dancing. But when I was 12 years old, I broke my knee in dance class one day after poorly landing from an aerial maneuver. And then I switched schools at that point, moved a bit further south to Trinity College in Western Australia, where in 9 months into my knee rehab after not being able to run, jump or twist, I was recommended rowing by a physio. It's a low impact, linear loaded sport. You could probably be a good thing to try. And when I started, I was terrible. Probably a good first 3-4 months, everyone else had a jump on me by being able to row in the term 1, and I started in term 4 of year 8. And I fell in many a time in the scull, but I fell in love with the sport pretty quickly, and it's sort of been no looking back since. But there's definitely been a lot of lessons of, like, I think, kinesthetic awareness and flexibility that definitely transferred over from my dancing background. So very glad to be able to recycle those skills and put them to good use in the rowing sphere.
In your opinion, what are the parallels of rowing and dance?
Rowing and dance are quite different, but also very similar. It's funny because you won't find many rowers with dancing backgrounds. I feel as though I'm a bit of an oddity in that there's a lot of people who used to play football, a couple of rugby guys, but there's the things that transfer over, I feel: rhythm, flexibility, and an awareness of one's own body movement. And those are the sort of things that any level of rowing, if you have those skills, I think you can make a boat. You can be what they say is a boat mover, and that's something that I'm trying to push to be a better one every day. So those things have definitely, even when I didn't realize at the start, they were definitely playing a big role and gave me a one-up in picking up the sport quicker than most.
What made you stay in the sport? Because at the start of the journey, the sport was a recovery process.
It has to tie back into the sense of community that I found, like, first off at Trinity Rowing Club in East Perth in WA. It was just a safe place to be yourself and just give it your all, and that was celebrated to have that competitive nature. And just, I believe in all rowing environments, people love seeing each other go fast and succeed. And I think that's quite rare in this day and age to have just that real sense of camaraderie. So that's what kept me coming back. And before I knew it, I just got swept up with the addiction of self-improvement and the health benefits of it as well. It was just a whirlwind, perfect storm, as to say, of the whole process, but never looked back.
Now, rowing has also given you a fantastic education, a US collegiate education. Tell us about that journey.
That journey to the USA to study at California, Berkeley, was one that wasn't actually very well planned out by me in advance. It was something that I got swept up by on a whim at the end of 2013 after Junior Worlds in Lithuania. I just followed up on an email from a recruiter, and before I knew it, 10 months later, I packed up my bags and moved across the world. But in saying that, it was just an amazing opportunity that this amazing sport of ours was able to provide me. And I didn't want to look back with any what ifs of not taking that opportunity that I created for myself. And being over there, I definitely don't regret choosing that avenue, because I've learned so many things about myself and had such amazing experiences being able to travel a lot more than with the things that I learned in the US, like that amazing education and the lessons in perseverance. I am so grateful that rowing was able to give me this opportunity to get an internationally recognized education.